Hello, friends.
Um,
Welcome back. Hi.
Hi, I'm Christine. Welcome to Okay, but listen.
I'm Casey. Welcome in. So happy to have you here. How you doing, Chris?
I'm good. Um,
How was your week?
my week was good. I Where was I? Oh, this past weekend I was up in Pittsburgh. Went to my first Steelers game in person.
Nice.
Visited some friends in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, pretty cool city. Um, that was fun. And yeah, I feel like I've been juggling a lot of things, just moving around, doing stuff, trying to get stuff done. And
You're always
I'm leaving
busy.
for New York in 2 days for a long
Fun.
weekend.
Fun, fun, fun.
How about you?
Um, Nothing much to report. I had one of my best friend's birthday parties that we all celebrated together. Had a fun sleepover, and
Oh,
then I had football, Sunday football with my family.
mm,
Um, and it was just a chill week.
yeah,
Worked. Nothing to
nice.
report. But today I wanna dive into pop culture.
Let's dive.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
go. Pop culture always has had a special place in my heart. Growing up, I felt I was always sandwiched between the millennial and Gen Z, so I had to call
Mm,
myself a zillennial.
right.
My sister is 6 years older than me, so growing up, I was always immersed in millennial culture, and I just couldn't escape it. But so much of who I am really is shaped by, like, the '90s and 2000s popular culture, at times when I wasn't even old enough to understand what I was consuming. And fast forward, how we view and engage in pop culture is, like, on an entirely different level, like, with the involvement of just how the internet has evolved and the amount of access we have at our fingertips. Um, I feel like we see shifts in popular culture that are completely defined by, like, who and what we have access to at any given moment.
Right.
And I think over time it becomes really interesting to like analyze those trends. And what I love about pop culture is that it stands for popular culture and like even people that, maybe aren't up to date as much with the trends. And like I have a lot of friends that aren't like deep into the nuances of like all the popular trends. But no matter how up to date you are, like when you look back and realize we are all fully immersed in it without even at times being aware. Like we have things that define our entire generations. And
Yes.
it's just fascinating to make those realizations.
Especially with the rise in popularity of social media, right? I think
Yeah,
everyone has access to what pop culture is
but
because
everyone
I think
can
it
buy in on it.
serves a million different definitions. Yeah.
There was a article from Business Insider that came out this summer that said summer 2025 lacked a unified pop culture moment. Like, do you ever
Mm,
see those? You know how we have like those calendars that people
yeah.
like put up every once in a while, like memes, like
Yes.
yeah. But this article said that we've been immersed in a bunch of like very fragmented content, a lot of like what we were calling brain rot.
Right.
Um, and
I'm
like
trying to
in the
think.
article,
Yeah.
some of the things that came up in the article was like the Colgate affair, like the Coldplay. I'm sorry, take that back.
Coldplay.
Not the toothpaste.
Yeah, I was
The
like, "What?"
Coldplay
Yes.
Gate. That's what we were calling it.
Yes.
Coldplay Gate
I feel like
affair.
that's it for sure.
That's it. Katy Perry, Gayle King going to
Oh,
space.
I forgot that was even the
And, like,
summer.
the memes with Gail Ga yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Everything moves so fast.
so fast.
Nicolandria,
Ah, yes.
but, like, the most hyped tour was still Cowboy Carter, and, like, that came out
Yeah,
19 months ago in March of
yeah,
'24. So it's like
right.
the article actually said that this summer felt like a Mad Libs concoction. And so we look back and, like, in
Yeah,
2024, we had, like, Brat Summer, like, we even had colors sometimes that have been assigned to certain times in our culture, the lime green Brat Summer,
yeah,
Barbieheimer with the pink, you know what I mean? Like
right. Barbieheimer.
entire
Yeah.
things
Eh,
that shape us as a culture that everyone, like, even if you are up to date on it or and buy into it, or if you're not, like, you're still immersed and still
yeah. Last
surrounded
summer,
by it.
it was like not like us, right? Like that was like
Yeah.
the
Music,
thing.
everything,
Music,
yeah,
yeah.
everything around you is shaped by what is popular culture
Yeah, love
nowadays,
that.
You can't escape it. But I think we also see a trend of being filtered into smaller media bubbles and subcultures.
Yeah.
And maybe it's telling us people are growing tired of like mainstream trends, or they're possibly growing weary of like our feeds being driven by algorithms like we've
Mm,
touched on, you know, or
yeah,
we just want to break from the monoculture and seeking more individuality. Who knows? But
right.
so today I want to dive into some of that fragmented brain
I
rot.
love it.
But
I love it.
first, I do want to ask you,
Yeah, hit
what are you
me.
being for Halloween?
I don't know. I
You don't have anything?
I'm not gonna I don't wanna be, like, any type of way, but I don't this may be
You don't
the
like
first
Halloween?
year that I don't dress up ever in my
How
life.
fun.
I know. I know. I need to figure it out. I
But
still
you're
have, like
traveling, right, on Friday?
I am. Well, I'm traveling on Thursday. I'm going
Okay.
up there on Thursday. So, I don't know. I feel like I mean, I have a day or 2 to really make a last-minute decision, but I usually have, like, a set thing I wanna do, and
Yeah.
nothing has really been speaking to me this year.
I had a hard
Maybe
time
the world
too.
feels so scary that I feel like I don't even need to make
Time
myself
to
scary. Um, so I
That's a
don't
good
know.
point. That's a good point.
What about you? Give me some
Um,
ideas.
Me and my BFF are being Daphne and Velma,
Love
and
it.
my other friend came in late, so we told her, you know, you think of a trio to do with us, or like pick a character from Scooby Doo, and she's like, all
Yeah.
right, I'll be Scooby Doo. So
Nice.
we're Daphne, Velma, and Scooby Doo. But
Those are I have been Velma 1 year. Obsessed. Love
yeah,
it. Love it. So
yeah,
good.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I always love to do it up with
Are you
like
who
the
are you?
accessories and everything. Daphne.
Oh, sorry.
Don't get it twisted.
Oh, got
But
it.
in the realm of spooky, scary Halloween,
Mhm.
I want to talk about these spooky, scary documentaries and
Yeah.
these TV series and movies that we can't get enough of as a culture.
Yeah.
Right now, we see
Haven't you felt
kind
like I don't even know why, and maybe this has always existed, but I'm just feeling it, like, currently. The documentaries that are coming out, everyone is seeing them. Like, I don't know if there's
yes,
ever been a time when, like, everyone especially when it comes to, like, documentary culture, as someone who's, me, I've been in this. Y'all were with me shooting in the gym about this documentary thing, but, like, people are, like, so locked in, and
yeah,
it's just it's
it's very
fascinating.
interesting.
Yeah.
It begs to question the whole, to me, like voyeurism
Mm.
and empathy balance. Like
Yeah.
when we're watching The Perfect Neighbor, the Ed Gein story, that's a huge one that's like
Mhm.
pretty sick. Actually started watching it with my friend. I saw like the first episode. Um, the Unknown Number,
Yeah.
you know, it makes me start to think about like, do we want to see the closure? Do we have empathy for these people? Are we like, you know, just there for the thrill, the fear, the entertainment? Like, are we just
Yeah.
consuming their pain? Are we
Right.
learning? You know, does their story make us more empathetic, or just like numb and escape our own realities? Like, what is
Mm.
truly the obsessions, and what does it say about like our fears and this idea of like what's normal? Like, if
Yeah.
your neighbor or a phone call or a text, like what can we even trust in this day and age of, you know, the internet, and just feeling unsafe online? And like, what is it that makes us have this fascination with dark these dark thrillers or these dark shows? And on the other aspect of it, I think that reality TV is
Mhm.
also pretty huge, and I look at it
Right.
like as its like counterpart, its bright twin of these dark documentaries, and one's like a
Mm.
performance drama of what we perceive as normal, or what we want to put on as normal, and this perfect and polished um lifestyle that we like buy into, and the
Right.
other is like exposes the darkness of what we might initially view as like normal on the surface.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, were you gonna keep saying
no, I
something?
was just gonna say, what does the shift in popular TV culture tell us about like ourselves and the longer term trends of where TV is going? And I don't know, what are your feelings?
Yeah, I never really thought, but I think you bring up a really good point comparing the 2. How those are, like, true crime, right? The umbrella of true crime,
Which have always been
and
around, but like you said, it's like
yes.
everyone's like harping
Right.
on the same, yeah.
And this obsession with true crime and also reality television is, I think, a a through line that I haven't made before, but it's very interesting, and it seems like you're right, it's, like,
I
good
think
and
it's
bad.
escapism.
Yeah, escapism in a lot of ways,
I think
and
we
and
need to feel sometimes we need to feel, like, intense narratives just to feel something maybe, or
Right.
just to feel like something's real, and
Absolutely, absolutely, and I think, yeah, that this idea of we consume these things to escape whatever reality we're living in, um, is really fascinating. I think
is that
I
popular culture now?
yeah, for sure,
Is that what our like,
for
that's
sure,
sad, I
for
don't know.
sure. It is. I also think that when it comes to true crime specifically, as someone who intakes a lot of it, there is a delicacy, I believe, about
Ooh.
it. I think too often we think of true crime as just entertainment
Mhm.
and forget that there are real people and real families and real communities that are
Yeah,
like and victims that are tied to all of these stories. And
definitely.
too often I think it's really easy to think of as entertainment and also highlight the person who is perpetrating the violence or the bad stuff instead of like
The
the
victims,
victims, right?
and who we should be really worried about.
Yeah, yeah. So I try to when it comes to podcasts, I try to only listen to podcasts that don't romanticize crime, right?
Yeah.
And are telling a story. And I also think that, and this is just completely just me, the reason that I intake true crime is because I have a tendency to be like weary of the world. So by
Just like you
knowing
want your information, you wanna know what's around, you wanna know what
I
the
wanna know
happenings,
what's lurking
what's
in the in the shadows. I wanna
what's
know
yeah,
what possibilities are, what humans are capable of doing,
okay.
not because I wanna go on and, like, not trust a single person I meet, but,
Yeah,
like, I do think it creates a level of, like, awareness.
understanding and learning, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and, like,
yeah,
I can also be completely honest and say that sometimes it affects me for the worse, and I need
yeah.
to step away, and I need to not intake that kind of stuff because then
Yeah, it
it
gets pretty dark.
it drives me anxiety. Yeah, yeah, for sure. So I think for me personally, it's like a delicate balance, but
Yeah,
thinking of this connection to reality TV, I think allows us to look into a world and see people who are living in a reality that's completely different from us, that's completely different from most
that's
of
a
our
good point.
day-to-days, and, like, seeing not perfection, but, like, I don't know, you're kinda living in a fantasy.
It's a fake yeah, it's a really
Yeah.
fake, made up, scripted world.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and I think what has where these 2 things connect and what has and a good a through line between them both is that they both drive a lot of conversation.
yeah,
They drive about the human condition. It all really
mhm,
comes down to us all having the ability to examine the human condition and, like, what
yeah,
humans can do and how we react in social situations and what we're capable of and all that stuff. Like, that's why I think that you bring up a really good point in how those 2 things, like, connect.
definitely. My question for you as a human is, do you have subscription fatigue? And how many subscriptions do you have?
Ugh,
Do you
yeah.
think you have?
It's way too many. I'm in the category that I have almost all of them, and it's way too many. It's absurd. It's way too expensive,
Yeah,
and
I can't keep up with it.
it's so bad.
I think
Like,
I've eliminated most I think I share Netflix with my family, and then, like, I got rid of my Hulu. I'm mostly trying to share things with my friends,
right.
share subscriptions,
But
but
guess what? I'm the friend that people are using their stuff. I mean, I use my friend's stuff too, but like
yeah, yeah.
I you mean run through 'em? You want me to run through my subscriptions?
Sure, yeah.
I got Netflix. I got I have Hulu because it's free through my phone service, but I use my friend's premium.
Mm,
We got Peacock because we got it just to watch Love Island this year,
yeah,
and we
but
still
I
have it.
gotta cancel it now.
I know, but I've been watching other stuff.
Me
Dateline.
and my friends for a while were doing, GoPuff. You can get a p subscription through GoPuff for, like, a free month,
Wow.
so we was, like when Love Island was on, we were going from, like, "Alright, your subscription's up. Okay, now you download GoPuff and get
Nice.
your Peacock
Yeah, I
for a
need
free
that.
month."
I need to
Yeah,
be I need to hustle
you
more
gotta
like
scheme
that.
the system.
I got HBO. I think my brother pays
I
for
need
it.
I
I
have
got
my
HBO.
friend's HBO.
Here's the kicker, YouTube TV,
Oh, that
which
one
is
costs you what,
the
like,
cost of a
nine
small mortgage.
I had that for a minute, I forget what
God
for,
forbid
but
you get the NFL package, which we also have.
mm,
I have Amazon Prime,
I Prime.
and I did have Apple Music and Spotify, but now I just have Spotify and I have Apple TV.
Gosh,
It's too much.
that's way too
I
much.
know. I know. I need to stop. But, like, I watch a lot of stuff.
I think that the reason why I'm, like, into politics is, like, I get so overwhelmed with it, and I'm like, "You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna get overwhelmed by the news. It's easy. Let me,"
Yeah.
because I do have Sling. I have Sling, which is like a
Oh, yeah. It's like a YouTube TV
yeah, maybe I should just invest in YouTube
channels.
TV.
I mean,
But
should you?
I
I
do
don't know.
that to watch the news, and I feel like sometimes it's just easier just basically be
Yeah.
flipping through cable. I'm like, I can't even. And then also this whole thing of platform jumping when
Ugh.
TV shows or like, movies are leaving here, going here, jumping here.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
what kind of present? Like, what is this? What are we? I
Yeah.
don't know.
You
We
know
can't even watch the like. I miss the days when we'd be able to watch football games just on the
any day.
cable and flip through and know where. Now I'm like, hey guys, because I'm in a pick league. I'm like, hey guys, what is even
Right.
where's this
It's
game on? What
Thursday.
are we
Where's the
on?
game?
Where's
Monday.
like
Where's the
I'm
game?
having an aneurysm just
Yeah.
trying to think about where I'm gonna watch this game, and I'm like, I'm over it. I'm
No,
gonna
I
put on the
know.
news and
And
exhaust myself
and
a
now
little.
the NBA is the same thing. You used to just be able to get League Pass, I guess. But now I read that you need like I think the total to watch every single NFL game this year was like over $900. And the NFL to watch every game this year, it's like 600 something, like some ridiculous amount. And I'm like, what's the point of us having all these things if we're just gonna like silo the subscription even more? If I have YouTube TV, I should have it
I
all.
should ever.
Why do I also have to get an NFL package? Why do I
Yeah.
also have to get an NBA package? Why do I also have to get, well, the W
Right.
package? I'm buying it every time. No, whatever.
Period.
But
Period.
like everything else, like, come on, bro.
I just saw Netflix like struck a deal with Spotify to bring podcasts to Netflix. So I was like, that's
Interesting.
interesting. And they're upping the music streaming
Mm.
game.
Mm.
They have the one up now. If they're gonna
Yeah.
be jumping onto Netflix with that, but
Can I say one thing? And I
hmm.
think is so diabolical that some of these streaming services have done two things. Hulu, when you don't have premium, the commercials are extra loud. They do that on purpose. They
Yes.
do that on purpose.
Do you remember when Hulu was free? I remember back in the
Yes.
day. Hulu
They
was
do that
free.
on purpose, which is insane.
Like
Two,
free.
Netflix. I have to get a higher tier so that the picture isn't pixelated,
Right.
even
Right.
though I have a 4K TV and my 4K TV looks like it's from 1975
It's
because I have to
insane.
pay more.
It's insane.
I'm paying like
Truly.
$27 for Netflix right now. That started off as $8.99.
That's insane. Netflix used to come in the mail.
Hello?
Let's bring DVRs back.
Bring Redbox back. I don't care. Whatever.
Redbox. Yeah.
Anything.
I'm here for that.
Bring cable back. At this point, I might as well get a cable package.
Yeah. 90s, 2000s is the culture that I want to be immersed in now.
Same. But people are like, "Oh, I should just get a cable package." But like if you get a cable package, you still got to buy the NFL package ticket. You still have to buy like other subscriptions.
It's so expensive. I don't know.
Oh, it drives me nuts. All right, go ahead.
Another topic I want to touch on was this shift that I'm seeing from mega influencers to like micro influencers and these niche platforms, and kind of like how I was talking about in the beginning about these kind of like subcultures and bubbles that we're kind of getting filtered into. Are you in group 7?
What is that?
Have you heard of that?
No. I mean, I think I've seen it like twice.
So there is a trend going around.
Uh-huh.
There was an artist that was trying to promote her song, and she decided to post videos of herself and being like, all right, if you're seeing this video, you're in group 1. If you're seeing this video, you're in group 2. And 7 just popped off. And I didn't know this originally, but I started seeing videos of people being like, all right, group 7, like, da-da-da-da, if you're in group 7, like, me. And then, like, people were having meetups and stuff, and then I ended up looking into it, and that's what it was about. But it just became this big thing on TikTok that people are, like, really going over the top about being in group 7 and just
should we
like
do that for the pod?
What, that we're in group 7?
No, should we make our own groups?
I did see I saw another artist do like colors, like, all right,
yeah, or letters.
You're in green, yeah. It's a good idea, it's a good idea.
Interesting
because there is the algorithm, I guess, pushes like content when you're reposting and posting the same things. So I don't know. But why do meaningless viral trends gain so much traction sometimes?
Because people love community.
What are we? Yeah.
People crave being a part of something.
And yeah, I think after COVID, just
Yeah.
being locked in. Yeah, we are craving that, but on the surface, I feel like we don't realize that's what it is, and
Yeah.
then
Mhm.
we don't go out and actually try to fix that and seek community and in
Yeah.
person in the ways that we should, and we you know fall back on these weird trends. But I'm seeing a lot of like less polished, real content and a lot of like micro influencers and a lot of people like trying to not subscribe so much to these macro like
Give me an
Kim
example.
Kardashian, for example.
Okay.
Um, and
What
especially with her Call Her Daddy interview.
Yes.
I think a lot of people were like, "Ooh, she's tone deaf," and
Right. What well, like, I do wanna talk about that, but like, give me an example of, like,
like
pushing micro-influencers.
I think that people are like, how people used to think that posting all the time was just like cringe or
Mhm.
like they didn't
Yeah.
want to do it. And I think that I see at least on TikTok, um, a lot of people that just don't care anymore are just like posting their everyday like
Uh,
lives and just,
yeah.
just posting anything. And again, I think it stems from like community, like trying
Right.
to reach out and find a community
Mhm.
to be a part of.
Right.
But I think I do see that trend of, and you can tell me if you see different, but of people like less jumping in on the huge influencers and caring so much about what they're
Yes.
doing and more
Right.
like wanting to repost and wanting to support regular people or like upcoming creators or, you know?
So you're saying, like, 5 years ago, Kim Kardashian saying that she doesn't know how much milk costs would, like, break the internet.
Mm.
But, like, now people are like, "Eh, yeah."
Yeah, it's kind of
Right?
expected.
Right? That kinda thing? Whereas, like, people who are smaller doing maybe different things, the Group 7 thing, for example, like, that's what actually blows up, and
Yeah,
those are the kinds of things that break the internet, which is very interesting. I think
that shift.
that shift, but also, I think we're in a new era of
Yeah, that's why I said the internet.
popularity.
I
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the way that the internet has progressed and shaped, that's why I said it's so interesting to look
Right.
into these trends and how this
How does
shift.
it happen? Yeah. I mean,
I
I
don't
just
know.
chalk so much up to the algorithm and whatever agenda they're trying to push
That's
that
true.
day.
That's
Honestly,
true, and
like,
that was a point that I made that I feel like maybe people are sensing that, and then they're
yeah,
trying to break away from that and, like,
yeah,
try different trends or break away from
yeah.
the norm, the mega, and
Mhm.
make their own.
Do you find that some of your favorite influencers are getting, like, no views anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I
me
just don't
either.
get I don't know.
I think it's the
I don't know.
algorithm. They must
Yeah.
have pissed someone off, I feel. Like,
I don't know. I don't get
it's
it.
I don't
I
get it
don't trust
either.
anything anymore,
I
and I don't know
know.
how anything works.
I know. Same. Did you wanna talk
But
about the Call Her Daddy interview?
yes, I watched it, and
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. I unfollowed that whole family a long time ago. I was
Yeah.
like I was an OG, like,
Right.
keeping up with the Kardashians, but even before they switched to Hulu, I kind of unsubscribed to them and, like, I
Yeah.
don't follow any of them. I just got really, really sick of it a couple years ago.
Mhm.
But something like that where she's talking about, I don't know, hopefully raw. You never know what's really scripted anymore.
Right.
But
Right.
that's something that's interesting to me, just interviews in general. And obviously, we created a podcast, so like that's interesting to me. But
Yeah.
um, no, I thought it was super insane and toned up for her not to like know the price of milk and get you're a billionaire. But
Sorry.
my whole thing
You're
is
so
like,
funny.
don't try to be some type of advocate or some
Right.
type of like
Right.
and not know the struggles of the people that like I know she's involved in prison reform, but like don't
Mhm.
I don't know, that's insane to me. And it's still like you said, like like you said, people don't really care. Or like 5 years ago to broke the internet. Like that broke my brain. That broke my internet. I can't even though I
But
even though
Casey,
if you
you
no,
saw
I
how
expect
you saw how Kendall was cutting that cucumber, okay?
no, they're definitely all very much out of touch, but are you kidding me? In this climate, in our like in just what in
She had to call over the chef to cut a cucumber, Case. Kendall.
I remember that was pretty bad.
I
That's pretty bad.
mean,
No, I
but I
get
hear
it,
you.
and
I
I
hear
get
you.
that
Yeah.
when you're at a certain level, like, once you hit a certain level of wealth, like, there's
Mhm.
gonna be stuff that you just
Yeah.
don't have to do, or you just don't have to you know?
Yeah.
But I think that if you're gonna be involved in advocacy and in politics and things like that, like, you're gonna go be a lawyer. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
And be the voice, and specifically, she wants to be the voice for the voiceless, right? Like, she wants to help out people who are, like, so what's the word underserved.
How are you gonna do
And
that if you
those
don't know
two
how they're
yeah,
underserved?
yeah. The
I don't know.
No, you're so right. Those
That makes me mad.
it makes me very upset too, and, my whole thing is, and my thoughts on the interview in general were, it's not often that Kim Kardashian does a sit-down interview, right?
Yeah. But she is very
But
candid most
she
of the
was
time.
very candid, which I thought was cool, but also, yeah, she's out of touch because she's out of touch, right? It just is what it is. But I think you bring up a really good point about what she is trying to be an advocate for and what is she's trying to do. Um, Sometimes her messaging is conflicting, I believe. And
Yeah.
where my frustration comes in is, yes, of course, like, not only, like, it's a one thing if you don't know the price of milk, it's another thing to tell the world that you don't. But someone who is trying to get oftentimes black men or minorities out of jail, and also, like, not speaking out about this current administration or people being ripped off the streets, or
Closely tied she is to
how so many
certain family members.
minorities are, like, living a worse life because of this administration, especially now that the food stamps are about to be taken away from people, and, like, people actually can't eat out here. People actually can't put food on their table. People actually can't feed their children because the social safety nets that were put into place are being taken away. It's hard for me to, like, really pull for you and,
Mhm.
like, believe that the right things are happening when someone who has the biggest platform in the world, who claims to want to get people out of jail, minorities out of jail, does not speak out against about the atrocities that are happening in their
Injustices.
communities.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
But also, I'm someone who, like, I'm not really holding that much weight to Kim Kardashian because she doesn't care. She doesn't give a
yeah.
goddamn about what you or I or anyone else has to say or what they feel.
Yeah, I definitely think it's always been about building her legacy. What else can she do? I mean, I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch that lawyer show that she's coming out with like
Yeah.
all those
Oh, yep,
actresses.
yep, yep,
Is
yep,
that
yep.
I think I'm gonna watch it. I feel like that might be a good
Yeah.
show. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's always just been about her legacy. What else can she add to her portfolio?
Mhm. And her
You know,
brand, right? It
and
all comes down to the brand.
she's been viewed as like, oh, she's just famous for a sex tape. Okay, I think she just wanted to prove everybody like after
Right,
her
but
divorce with
she's
Kanye.
done that, I feel. Like,
What, proving to everyone?
yes, that
Well, I
this
think that
whole they we
I don't
people
know.
can no longer say that, like,
She's
she's
not
not
valid.
talented. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, whatever. The woman is
No, yeah.
whatever. But I'm just more of, like, she's a person. We think of her and them as an entity, as a brand, as a whatever, but, like, she's really just a person, right? She scrapes her knee and bleeds just as much as you and I do, and I think we hold too much weight to these kind of people.
I think that any and everyone could have did everything that she did if they had the type of access to the type of
That's all it comes
money
down
that
to.
she has.
Yeah.
Truly, she wouldn't be doing any of this stuff if she didn't have access
Yeah.
to.
Too often it
You
comes
know.
down to access and opportunity.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I was actually talking to my my best friends this weekend, and she said something. She was kind of joking, but it was also quite profound. She was like, "We're all," what did she say? 3 conversations in 5 years away from our lives
Bro.
completely changing.
Oh yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay, you ate that." Because we are.
Yeah.
Like,
All of us are like, yeah. Like,
3 conversations in 5 years. I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." But it's crazy how, like, lives can change. But again, a lot of it comes down to access, opportunity, and plain old luck.
mm-hmm. So with that, I want to play a game.
Let's hit it. I'm ready.
It's called Trend or Trash.
Oh, okay. Trend or
I'm gonna give
trash.
you some things, some
Okay.
popular culture things,
Mhm.
and I want you to tell me how you feel about them. And if you like them, you want to subscribe to them, if you have them, if you listen to them, if you whatever.
Okay.
Let
If
me
they're
know your
trendy or
thoughts.
if they're trash. Got it.
Yes, the trend or trash. Number one, Labubus.
It's trash. What? What is that about?
People really love them.
For what?
I don't know. I mean,
it's giving
I have a few
Beanie
friends that
Babies.
have them.
Yeah.
I have a few friends that have them, but I don't love the thing about them. I don't love this like placing value on stuff that's absolutely worthless. Like I hate that. And then people like
Correct.
spend their entire savings and
Lizzo said,
but
can't even outdress my Labubu. She raps in a song. So
but it's very big. I mean, all the
huge.
big
No,
stars
huge.
have. You know, I have friends
still
that have
think
them
it's
and really love
trash.
them, and they're cute. Like I'm not gonna say they're not
Sure.
cute. Whatever.
This should be
I'm not gonna subscribe
$5.
to them.
Why are we hanging them on our Hermes bags? Come on.
It's pop culture, popular
Yeah.
culture, man. Nike Skims came
Oh,
out with a full
trend.
brand, whole new
Fire.
brand, not a collection.
Love it.
Okay. I don't have any Skims stuff.
Neither do
actually,
I,
but I kind of
every
want some.
single person that I've talked to
Loves
who
it.
owns anything Skims raves about it.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I
too.
haven't decided to spend $80 on a bra yet, but a sports bra, but like, or a pair of underwear. I don't know how much things cost actually,
That's too
but
much.
like,
At least you
hear
know how much
amazing
milk
things.
costs. That's all that matters.
Thanks. Bought some today.
How about her? Did you see she came out with a faux hair thongs?
Oh,
Faux. I forget what she called them, but a full bush thongs.
What is that?
Some people's cup of tea.
I'm gonna say trend if you're into that, trash if you're not into that.
If you're not.
It's gimmicky. What?
Yeah. No, yeah.
I don't know.
It's sold out though. Sold out.
I'm not gonna. You know what? You know who bought that? People who are going to their French bachelorette party and they have to bring something funny. That's who bought that. No one's wearing that unironically.
Okay. I hope so. I don't know.
Same.
I don't want to say. I don't know. Maybe somebody listening bought one. We're gonna offend them.
But go for it.
AI creators. So there is. I don't know if you've heard of it. There's an R&B
trash, burn it, throw it in the garbage.
And there's an R&B artist and an actress.
It has to stop.
That are apparently going to get signed, or I don't know. I didn't.
What does that mean?
Maybe they did get signed. I don't know. How do you put? I guess with CGI and stuff, you can put real people next to the fake person.
Sure.
Or maybe they're all going to be fake. I don't know.
But what deal? Who's getting the money?
Isn't it just animation now? Like,
yeah.
I don't understand.
How can you make a deal with this person? This thing.
The person who created it owns it.
I read it. I saw a video and a girl said she was married to Luigi Mangioni's AI robot.
I think I saw that too.
Cool.
Listen, whatever.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say trash.
Trash. Throw it in the trash.
Yes.
What about this protein craze that is going on in
Tell me more.
Culture?
People just drinking protein?
People just being absolutely obsessed with protein, need to get double their body amount and weight of
I've been told that many
times. I think it's like another fad, but
yeah,
trash. I try to get a lot of protein, but
I also try to eat a lot of protein.
Yeah.
But I can see. But the thing, people will. I always say this: people will always find a way to ruin something, right? Like, it's great, but like people will then just eat protein and then the unhealthy, right? Like everything. There's balance to everything. You know what I always think of when I think I'm overdoing it on the protein, which I don't really. But you ever seen like one of those survival shows, like Alone or something?
Yeah. I love Alone.
Me too. A man killed some big game. Let's call it an elk or whatever. He took out the meat, smoked it, took out the fat, put it in a bowl or pail or something, and put the fat high up. Put all the meat and the fat high up so that other animals wouldn't get it, right? He built himself a ladder. One night, he accidentally left the ladder up to the tree. So, like, some animal came up and ate all the fat. Ate some of the meat, but ate all the fat. And he was like, I'm going to die out here. And I'm going to have to leave. Because you cannot just have lean meat. If you just eat lean meat, you can still die of starvation because you need the nutrients from the fat too.
Yeah.
And I think about that all the time because I'm like, people don't understand that like you need fat. You
Yeah,
need fat, like, or
especially for
else
brain health.
correct. And for yeah, just for, like, your overall I'm no nutritionist. I'm
Nutritionist?
no
Me either.
scientist, but I think about that all the time because I'm like, people do extremes with diets all the time, and that
Yeah.
actually does, like, way more
Yeah,
damage than good.
harm than good, yeah.
So
Along the
trend with balance.
trend with balance, along the food, sourdough and bread making.
Love
Are
it.
you buying into it? Love it?
I mean, I love a
Trend.
sourdough. I'm not
I love a
making it.
sourdough too.
Elise, my niece, is every time I talk to her, she's like, "Oh, I'm checking on my sourdough starter," whatever the hell that means.
I know, that's very I just learned about that very recently that,
And
like,
she's been
there's, like,
asking
a
me what new ones to make, and I'm giving
mm,
suggestions. So, I think it's cool. I think anything you make homemade is cute.
yeah, it's cute. Um, this whole Western cowboy aesthetic that really blew up, like, everyone's wearing
Mm,
cowboy boots. I have a shirt that says "Cool it cowboy." I'm not Western in the least
right. I
sense.
bought a cowboy hat this summer, but for Beyonce. Um,
I feel like that's had something big to do with it, the whole
yeah,
Beyonce, but also, I don't know, it seemed like it popped off.
it did
And I
pop
also think,
off.
like, t neutral colors and things like that were really big for the last couple or last year or
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
So that, like, brown aesthetic and Western aesthetic, what do you feel
yeah.
about it?
Well, I'm a neutral baddie myself, and I
Okay.
have been. I just want to say, I'm I wear earth tones
Mhm.
more likely than not because I like earth tones. They look good. I have
I
like a
do
reddish
too.
undertone, and I like reddish yellowish undertone.
Or pastels.
I don't do pastels. Pastels look cute on you. I I
Earth
like
tones.
I like neutral earth tones. The aesthetic. Again, sometimes people take it too far because I'll see pictures of like a family with like 4 kids and the kids are all under 4 and they're wearing like matching neutral sets and bandanas and sneakers that are all the same color. And I'm like, if you don't let that child look at some color, because what are we
Everything in
doing?
moderation.
Everything in
Yeah.
moderation. But when it comes to the Western cowboy boot of it all, um, it's not for me, but some people look really cute.
Mhm.
Also, cowboy boots, very expensive.
Yeah.
Hats, very
I also don't
expensive.
think they go with everything.
Correct.
I don't know, but I don't think that any shoe goes with everything, so
Yes, and I also
I
like
don't know.
we live in the Northeast. What are y'all doing? I don't know. Like I live in
Yeehaw!
DC and I'm like I see guys with cowboy boots and I'm like, ain't a horse within 40 miles of this city. But okay.
What about, country rap crossovers? We're seeing a lot of those,
I haven't seen a lot of
recently.
Big X the Plug, right?
Big X the Plug, Bailey Zimmerman,
Who's
Morgan Wallen had one with Moneybagg,
yeah, you can throw him out.
Qu
Um,
Quavo, I had one with Teddy Swims and, um but it took me back to, like, the Florida Georgia line, Nelly,
facts.
but I was thinking
Yeah.
there's been a couple that like, have come out recently that I don't know how I feel about them. Initially, I'm like, "Trash, throw it away," and
Mhm.
then, like, some of them have, like, a catchy
Yeah.
tune, catchy beat,
Yeah,
so
I'm kind of into it. Um, as long as we're not making songs rappers are not making songs with country artists who say the N-word. Besides that, I'm in.
okay. I think that's fair.
There's
I think that's
hey,
fair.
there's my line.
How about dad shoes and baggy jean combo?
Eh,
You don't like it?
I do what's a dad shoe? Like the
Like the New
Asics, the New
Balances
Balance,
or,
yeah, yeah.
like, yeah, like a thick, chunky
Cute.
yeah.
I'm into the sneakers. I have a few myself. Um, the baggy jean I'm also kinda here for. I think I'm jealous because I haven't found a pair that I like, but
Yeah,
I
it's
love it
hard
on
to
other
find.
people.
I think it's interesting, and this is something I wanna touch on we didn't get to, but, like, how we went from a very lean, slender
Yes.
silhouette,
To
leggings,
boxy.
we all wore to boxy and
Mhm.
just not over the top, but, like, layering and,
Yeah.
like, doing more instead of, like, 5, 10 years ago, we were, like, doing less,
Right.
you know what I mean? And,
Yeah,
like, what does
which I
that
kinda
say
like.
about how we wanna express ourselves now? Like,
Yeah, and
what
how
are
we
we
perceive ourselves even.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's very interesting. I like the baggy look. I don't like and I know here what bothers me, and I feel like I have a lot to say about fashion in general, but
We have to do a whole episode on fashion then.
when yeah, when these large, I won't name any specifically, but these large fashion houses do like the giant sneaker or the
Mhm.
giant boot,
Or the red boot
or
that was
yes, that
a couple years
are like
ago,
supposed to be ironic, but
and
then
then it
people
takes off.
wear them unironically, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, you actually look nuts. Like,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be made as like a statement to like where fashion is and like what people do and blah blah. But like
Mhm.
you wearing it with a fit, you
Ruins
look
it.
absolutely insane. So
How
there's
do you
that.
feel
Some
about
things are just supposed to be bought and put in the closet.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
How do you feel about if you see someone out with a digital camera?
Love
Clipping
it.
clicking with digital cameras.
Oh, I
You
bought
love
one
that trend?
myself.
You have one? I have an
Not
old
a
one.
camera. Not a digital camera. I bought a camcorder.
Oh, wait, you told me about this. I think you
I'm
told me about this. That's dope.
obsessed.
I
I wish I
love
could
I
find
love it. I'm all for it.
um it is like the cutest thing in the world. Amazing video. It's so fun. My friend, I actually got it. My friend, I was actually just talking to her about it, got this for her wedding, and we were like passing it around at her wedding, which was so
Yeah, it's
fun.
so cool.
But
It's so
like,
cool.
it's like,
You
let's
could just
see.
skip out on a whole videographer and just have memories like that.
Yeah, and that's what they
It's
did.
dope.
They had like one of their friends designate to do it. Okay, hold on. Let me get you on this. Hold on.
I love that.
Let me-
Last one.
yeah.
Podcasts. I think they've blown up recently. I think
Yes.
there's a lot of podcasts around.
There's a lot of podcasts,
What are your
and
feelings on them?
I think it's cool, but I don't think it's cool when people don't realize that they have a responsibility when they have a platform, right?
Yeah.
Everything that you and I say in this podcast, if someone has something to say about it, or someone wants to give their opinion, or someone wants to correct us if they think we need to be corrected, they have the ability to do that, right? And it's
Yeah.
not fair for us to be like, nah, fuck y'all, this is my podcast, and blah, blah.
Mhm.
Like, we are choosing to put this out to the public, which inherently will receive criticism.
Criticism.
But also, like, I think as long as you're being responsible with your platform and you're not giving false information or misinformation or
Mhm.
hurting people, then like, yeah. And some of these podcasts, I'm gonna be honest, not everyone should be able to buy a mic. There, I
Mm.
said it.
Period. I saw something online today that like China was like forcing people to have
Saw that.
degrees if they were going to speak on certain
Yeah,
topics.
I did
Like,
see that too.
was it China or was it Japan?
It was China.
China.
Yeah, which I'm not surprised because they have like state sanctioned media and stuff. But
But it's just like an insane
it's censorship, honestly.
thought. Yeah.
Which, you know, I can sit here and be like, some people shouldn't be able to have a platform,
Mm,
but also like, I guess that's the whole free speech thing.
that
Is
is.
But
But
doesn't mean we
you
have to take
should,
it in.
everything comes with responsibility though. So it
Yeah.
is a point to be made. And you are correct in that point. Like, you shouldn't
Yeah.
just come on here to try to spiel
Hate.
propaganda, hate,
Yeah,
everything.
absolutely.
So
Right.
with that, DM the OPL
Yeah.
Instagram with what you are
Yes.
gonna be for Halloween. I want to know.
Yes. DM the
'Cause Christine doesn't
Instagram.
know, so I need
Yeah, I need
John in
ideas.
to DM me
I need
about
ideas.
it.
Should
Please.
we drop the email? What if people want to write?
Oh, write to us?
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
love it. Go ahead.
You go.
Find us on Instagram, obl.podcast. And on the TikTok, same thing, obl.podcast. And now on the
At
YouTube,
gmail.com,
watch us.
by the way.
Our email is theobl.podcast@gmail.
Yes.
Write to us. We want to hear from you. Anyone, everyone. Watch us on YouTube. Same at theobl.podcast.
Yes.
And with that,
Amazing.
we love you.
We
Everyone
love
stay
you.
safe.
Stay safe.
Until next time. Bye.
Toodles. Bye.